Coming up on Unpeeled, this pop singer is saying please, please, please tune into her new show.
A new sequel is making waves at the box office.
This celebrity couple is being brought to the screen.
And a Syracuse team weathered the storm over the weekend. All that and more, Unpeeled starts right now.
Welcome to the season finale of Unpeeled. I'm LaMalfa.
And I'm Lillian Northrup, now for an update on a newly announced tour.
Singers Kendrick Lamar and SZA have announced a joint tour called Grand National Tour. The tour will start on April 19th in Minneapolis and end June 18th in Washington, D.C. This is the duo's second tour together, with their first being in 2018.
Lamar and SZA were previously label mates for Top Dog Entertainment and have collaborated on many songs, including All the Stars, which released in 2018. Tickets for the Grand National Tour go on sale Friday at 10 a.m. Alexa, I've seen SZA in concert. She was
so
fantastic.
Lucky.
Yeah,
I can only imagine. I mean, this tour is going to be iconic.
Yeah, I mean, Kendrick has so much going on right now, which I know you could touch a little bit more on, but they're just big people, and I think it's going to be a huge tour.
No, absolutely. I mean, Kendrick's year has been huge. Between the drama with Drake, he dropped a surprise album that SZA's actually featured on, so we'll maybe see a performance there. But honestly, this is now another duo to come out and perform a tour together. We saw Charlie XCX and Troye Sivan. I wonder if this is going to be a future industry trend.
I agree with you, and when you have featured songs like that on the albums, you would assume you're going to see them perform on stage. Will it be the same amount as Charlie and Troye? We don't know. Maybe it'll just be one or two songs. We'll do things separately. They haven't really announced a lot of that stuff, but yeah, I mean, I think it'll be just a great tour, and I mean, we got to find tickets though.
Tickets are impossible to get. I can only imagine. I mean, they're performing in my hometown the day before our graduation, so we're going to have to go.
Is it possible?
And come back.
It might be possible.
It's absolutely possible.
And staying with music, last week, Billboard apologized to Taylor Swift for posting footage from a Kanye West music video, which showed a nude wax figure of Swift. The clip was included in a larger video that announced Swift as the #2 pop artist of the century.
Now, Swifties expressed outrage on social media over the post, launching a campaign to get Billboard to apologize. Billboard said, quote, "We have removed the clip from our video and sincerely regret the harm we caused with this error." But in other music news, host of The Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon, released his own holiday album called Holiday Seasoning last month. So he's bringing the album to the screen in Jimmy Fallon's Holiday Seasoning Spectacular. This special will include guest performers Dolly Parton, the Jonas Brothers, among so many others, and it airs tonight at 10 p.m. on NBC.
And that's not all. Pop star Sabrina Carpenter is releasing a holiday special called A Nonsense Christmas with Sabrina Carpenter. This show will feature songs from her EP Fruitcake, including a holiday remix of her hit song Nonsense. The show airs this Friday on Netflix at 9 p.m. Alexa, I was driving in my car a couple days ago, and I was like, oh, we're entering the holiday season, post-Thanksgiving. Let me shuffle a Christmas playlist. Okay. The first song is Jimmy Fallon.
Is he crazy?
I feel like he's been teasing wanting to be in the music industry for a while, so I wasn't super surprised, but I just couldn't believe it.
I'm a little, because I thought at first this was a parody, but I mean, you're collaborating with the Jonas Brothers. It has to be a real song. But I love that artists like Sabrina Carpenter and I guess Jimmy Fallon are kind of bringing a new kind of generation of songs for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah, I would agree. And these specials, like the holiday specials, they're really big right now for all different celebrities. And we saw with, or we're going to see with Jimmy Fallon, like in previous years, these holiday specials get way more viewership than a typical show. So it's a big deal. And I'm not surprised Sabrina Carpenter's doing her own on Netflix.
Absolutely. I mean, quickly, if you were to have any celebrity on a special, who would you have?
I'd probably do Zac Efron, because then we could do the whole Troy Bolton, Gabrielle Montez thing from New Year's Eve day at High School Musical 1. It could be a really, really big hit. But this morning, The Hollywood Reporter released their annual Power 100 list. The list has applauded powerful women in the entertainment industry since 1992 and celebrates everyone from iconic actresses to studio executives.
This year, each woman who won was tasked with stating their 2025 Hollywood predictions. Some notable women featured were Nicole Kidman, Selena Gomez, Warner Brothers CEO Pamela Adby, and breakout star Ayo Edebiri. The event was partnered with Big Brothers Big Sisters of Greater Los Angeles and the Entertainment Industry Foundation. And the National Board of Review has announced their picks for this movie season. The nonprofit organization made up of film enthusiasts and academics named Wicked as Best Picture and gave the directing prize to the film's director, John M. Chu. The NBR's picks are historically accurate, with a large majority of winners going on to be nominated for Best Picture in the Oscars.
Other notable winners are Daniel Craig for Best Actor in Queer and Nicole Kidman for Best Actress in Baby Girl. Though Baby Girl doesn't come out until Christmas, Kidman has also received the Volpe Cup for Best Actress. Both Queer and Baby Girl are erotic thrillers coming out soon and are set to make waves this award season. Before we get into the erotic thrillers, we should talk about Wicked.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
It is everywhere right now, and the comments and feedback are all positive. I'm not surprised that NBR focused on Wicked.
Oh, not at all. I mean, their marketing for the movie is insane. So that alone should get them Best Movie of the Year. But I think it's really interesting that now more indie movies are kind of becoming pushed to the mainstream, and they're getting the recognition that they deserve. I mean,
yeah, I agree. And Queer and Baby Girl are both by A24 production and much smaller size productions than if compared to Wicked.
Yeah.
So being on that same level, being recognized by NBR in a similar platform, that must be massive for those smaller size productions.
No, absolutely. I mean, there's going to be more eyes on them.
Sure.
Now, I feel like I've always wondered how award shows were picked, so now we have a little bit of an inside
Yeah,
look.
it'll be interesting to watch erotic thrillers on Christmas Day. But
We'll have to see about
you never
that
know.
one.
Yeah.
But when we return, we're discussing a popular social media app's impact in music.
And is Syracuse the king of pride rock? Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Peelers.
Welcome to an excellent episode of Live from Studio B.
TikTok is the 5th most popular social media app in the world, and they keep putting their imprint on the music scene. Our music reporter Riley Underwood tells us how they have been blending the gap between social media and music.
TikTok and the music industry have increasingly been going hand in hand. It's no accident. The latest move by the app solidifies their goals and may increase the brand of another app as well. TikTok is partnering with music streaming app Deezer on their Add to Music app feature. This button appears when a video is overlaid with music. Users can directly add songs they hear and like on TikTok videos to their playlist if they have the app Deezer on their phones. Deezer is the 13th most popular streaming service in the world, sitting right behind SiriusXM and Mixcloud. Previously, Spotify, Apple, and Amazon Music had been the primary apps that TikTok allowed users to add their music to. The Chinese video app also has introduced a Share to TikTok feature that music platforms like Spotify and Apple Music, which allows those users to share songs on the app to TikTok. Kind of the exact opposite of the first feature I mentioned, so they have it handled going both ways. This seems like the direction that TikTok is going after the failure of their own music streaming service, TikTok Music, which released overseas in July 2023. It officially shut down last week. Their new focus is on driving music fans to its app for discovery of new music, and an app where users can share their music with friends, a somewhat untapped market in terms of smartphone apps. And ByteDance, TikTok's parent company, is now valued at over $300 billion, up from the $225 billion it was valued at in October of last year. By comparison, Spotify is the #1 music service in the world. It's valued at just under $100 billion. Yeah, pretty poor guys over there. Even with potential bans that have been consistently looming, TikTok keeps increasing its money.
The national tour of Disney's The Lion King is playing in Syracuse. Our Broadway reporter Elizabeth Gottlieb is at the Landmark Theater now to tell us more. Elizabeth?
Thanks, Alexa. I'm here right now at the Landmark Theater where opening night of The Lion King kicked off just about 30 minutes ago. Now, when I got here, the crowd was full of theater fans excited for the show to start. Now, this isn't the first time that The Lion King has played here at the Landmark Theater. The musical actually had a run here in the fall of 2017 and is back now again in 2024. Now, the musical is known for its music by Elton John and Tim Rice and is actually the highest grossing production of all time, earning $10 billion worldwide. But another thing that the musical is known for is its creative costumes. And earlier today, the Landmark Theater was displaying some of those costumes to give a sneak peek of what you are going to be seeing on the inside. But if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, don't worry, there's still plenty of time with shows running till December 15th. And you can get those tickets online at Ticketmaster. And the Landmark Theater has many more shows upcoming in its season, including the Tina Turner musical, the Cher Show, Mamma Mia, and Beetlejuice. Reporting for Unpeeled, I'm Elizabeth Gottlieb.
In other theatrical news, the box office had an eventful Thanksgiving. Here to recap the past week and tell us what to look out for are red carpet reporter Charlene Nomini and film reporter Sofia Zaninovich. Now guys, Charlene, first of all, what is going on in the theaters right now?
Well, last week, a bunch of box office records were broken, starting with Moana 2. It had the biggest 5-day debut for a movie in history, making $20 million more than the Super Mario Bros. Movie did just last year. But Wicked and Gladiator 2 also contributed to this huge box office week. Now, I was skeptical about Wicked because Hollywood has been messing up movie musical adaptations recently, but audiences love it. And that is a huge comeback from last year's lackluster Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, honestly, I have to agree with you there. But Sophia, now, what is coming during December?
Yeah, so for November, it was a big month for November. And usually it's not. December's kind of the month where a lot of movies come out. People are around for the holidays. You have family in town. You need something to do with them. So for kids, I would take them to Mufasa, the Lion King. This is one of those Disney live action films, and it goes over the villain Mufasa's kind of backstory, which is really great. And then Hedgehog 3, 1 and 2 of Hedgehog did really well. Sonic the Hedgehog, sorry, did really well. So I think kids will really enjoy that one. And then if kids, you need a break from the kids, go to Get Away. It's a horror comedy where a family goes on a vacation to a lonely island. And spoiler alert, there's a serial killer on the island. So that'll be an entertaining film. And then lastly, A Complete Unknown, the Bob Dylan biopic. I think it'll be really interesting. And fun fact, Timothée Chalamet actually sings and plays all the songs live in the film. So I think it'll have a really cool live experience and really bring the audience in for that one.
Wow, I mean, there's so much to choose from, but what movies are you guys excited to watch?
Well, personally, I'm still emotionally recovering from season 2 of Arcane, but once I do, I'm super excited to watch Nosferatu, Y2K, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I love horror, and I'm a huge fan of Shadow the Hedgehog, so I'm excited to see him be the villain in that movie.
Yeah, usually I watch a lot of different movies like you, but it is Christmas. It's the only time to watch holiday movies, so I thought, why not watch my favorite movies with my family? So those are the Charlie Brown movies, anything Charlie Brown, and then also Love Actually, which I always watch with my sister and my mom.
Oh, I absolutely love that. I can't wait to watch these too. But when we return, we're discussing a mishap at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way. No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
If you're buzzed and doing this, to make yourself feel okay to drive,
ZWX.
you're not okay to drive.
YGKLVW. Regular you.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Musical performances, floats, balloons, and more. The 2024 Thanksgiving Day Parade was nothing short of a special. Industry reporter Ben Dietrich and TV reporter Victoria Daly are here to fill you in on everything you missed. Guys, I gotta ask, Ben, starting with you, what were the ratings like for this parade?
Yeah, so surprisingly enough, there was no CBS broadcast of the parade this year. Typically in the past, what they would do is kind of a alternate cast where they would broadcast previously recorded Broadway shows. This year, it was just NBC and Peacock, and they had a monster day for ratings. 31 million people tuned in, making it the largest cross-platform audience ever, and it was up 10% from last year. This was especially true for ages 18 through 49 demographic. For that demographic, it was the most watched entertainment event since New Year's Rockin' Eve back in 2021, and I think a lot of that is because people tuned in to NBC who might have tuned in to CBS otherwise.
Oh, absolutely. Now, Victoria, could you give us a rundown on everything we might have missed?
Yeah, just like Ben said, the 98th annual Thanksgiving Day Parade was still a success despite the rain. It was hosted by NBC Today show stars Savannah Guthrie, Hoda Kotb, and Al Rucker. And Alexa, there was dance numbers, musical performances, 22 balloons, and 34 floats. Highlights include Idina Menzel's performance of a song from her new musical, Redwood. The Spider-Man balloon made its reappearance after taking 10 years off. The Wednesday float, I don't know if you guys saw that. That was amazing to me. And Tiptoe, the Blue Reindeer, led the way for a fan favorite, Santa Claus.
Wow, the Thanksgiving Day Parade is iconic, but really quickly, could you guys tell me your favorite moments from this parade?
My favorite has to be Cynthia Erivo gifting Hoda Kotb a bouquet of flowers to celebrate her last time covering it on NBC. That was just such a wholesome moment.
That's a good one. I would say country duo Dan and Shay, they performed their song Officially Christmas, so I went running to the couch for that one because I love country music, I love the holidays, and that song really wraps it all up for me.
Thank you guys. Lillian, back to you.
The best part of the holiday season is grabbing a blanket, some hot chocolate, and watching a holiday movie with your family. Now, it seems holiday movies are taking a whole new turn. Our pop culture reporter Sigourney Bell has the details.
Yes, Lillian, they are taking a whole new turn. For the NFL fans that were hoping that all the hype surrounding Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce would die down and people would focus on football again, I'm here to ruin your Christmas because Hallmark has just released a new Christmas movie titled Holiday Touchdown, a Chiefs love story. And this movie is pretty easy to sum up. The female protagonist is a Chiefs fan and her love interest is the Chiefs director of fan engagement. Pretty straightforward. But I think we all know who this movie is really based on. And look, the main characters are we seeing any resemblance to another couple? I think so. And Hallmark made the resemblance even more obvious by having Donna Kelce, Travis's mom, make a special appearance. Likewise, Chief Coach Andy Reid made his acting debut as well, playing himself, obviously. But Hallmark isn't the only business trying to capitalize off Taylor and Travis's relationship. Lifetime made their own movie called Christmas in the Spotlight. This movie focuses on a famous pop star and her relationship with a football star. Wow, at least Hallmark had the decency to change the professions of the character. Now, I haven't seen this movie myself, but I've read the Rolling Stones review, which called the movie bad art and comically ridiculous, so I think I know all I need to know. And it seems that another Christmas movie called Hot Frosty is also getting some harsh reviews, since the movie includes exactly what the title says, Frosty the Snowman comes to life and has abs. So naturally, he spends much of the film with his shirt off, because why not? And he falls in love with the main female protagonist. Talk about the magic of Christmas. And finally, on what seems to be my list of bad Christmas movies, Lindsay Lohan stars in a Netflix original called Our Little Secret, which includes the love triangle of the year, as her ex-boyfriend is now dating her current boyfriend's sister. That's not confusing at all. But this movie is #1 on Netflix's movie list, so it might be worth watching. In my humble opinion, it's probably best to stick to the Christmas classics, but if you need a good laugh or you feel like writing a really scathing Letterboxd review, this is the movie for you. I'm your pop culture reporter, Sigourney Bell.
A lot of interesting movies there, Sigourney. After the break, we are discussing how Syracuse football rocked Miami like a hurricane. You don't want to miss it.
Women are bad with money.
That's what the world's been saying for centuries.
But now, we've got something to say.
Save it. Save the old-fashioned advice, the empty excuses. It's all worthless, unlike us.
To our fellow females, it is time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Contributing to our futures, investing in our independence.
Until we're no longer
80% more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
So again, we say to that,
Save it. The falsehoods, the feelings of fault. Then the funds.
learn how to save for your retirement at wesaysaveit.org.
This last weekend marked the last week of the college football regular season, and it didn't disappoint. Here to talk us all through it is our sports reporter Drew Alba and Syracuse events reporter Tegan Brostrom.
We started off the crazy rivalry weekend on Friday night with an 8-overtime thriller as number 7 Georgia barely squeezed by Georgia Tech 44-42. And no, I didn't misspeak. I really said 8 overtimes. That's just one OT short of the all-time college football record. Moving up into the Midwest, everything was set for Ohio State to grab its first win over Michigan since 2019. The Buckeyes lost just one game all season, was ranked the second best team in the country, and were favored by 19.5 points over the 6-5 Wolverines. But when push came to shove, it was Michigan who snuck out with a 13-10 win. And the final big upset of the week was Syracuse taking down number 6 Miami. Tegan, you got more details on the crazy game in the Dome?
I do, Drew, and it was definitely a crazy game, but it was also quite an important one. Miami came in 10-1 and with hopes of an ACC championship. Those hopes were then crushed with Syracuse's remarkable win. The Orange's standings improved to a 9-3 regular season record, securing them a spot in the national top 25, a first for Cuse football this season. During the game, Syracuse was down 21 points and made the largest comeback in program history, ending the game 42-38. Because of how significant this is, fans celebrated by rushing the field, which hasn't happened in the Dome since the last basketball season. You know, Drew, what really stood out to me about this game and fans rushing the field is how many fans were there. There were over 40,000 people in the Dome, which
is a huge number, and it was Thanksgiving break, so many students weren't even there.
I mean, yeah, that's super impressive, Tegan. Out of all the games for Syracuse fans to show up, I mean, this was the one against number 6 Miami, and they win in that fashion. It's crazy.
The Syracuse community definitely showed out, and you know, Syracuse football is on the map.
Oh man, they're on the map, and there's one reason for that. That's quarterback Kyle McCord. He has over 4,000 yards on the season, Tegan. Not only is that a Syracuse football record, it also is the best in the entire country.
It's been so amazing to watch, and you know, many call us a basketball school,
Yeah.
but I think we're maybe starting to do more football, maybe.
I mean, do you see this basketball team right now? I mean, I'm telling you, we're definitely a football school in my opinion.
Lil, what do you think? Football, basketball, everything?
You guys know I could talk sports all day, but either way, I'm just gonna say go Cuse. I don't have too much on that. But from the White House to Hollywood, Michelle Obama has entered the reality TV realm. Our reality TV reporter, Rob Gabrick, is here to tell us more. Rob, this is interesting. So tell me just about the TV show in general.
So the show is called Later Daters, which yes, the Later Daters, which follows a group of baby boomers, so who are people who are aged 50 to 70 years old, and helps them re-find love. So these people are coming from either being widowed, divorced, or just longtime singles, and we're helping these people from these generations, you know, get back in the spotlight. It's very similar to The Golden Bachelorette, but the one difference is that it's not a competition, it's not a game show. It makes it a lot more wholesome. It makes it, you know, more interesting to watch, in my opinion.
They're just looking for love.
They're just looking for love, just trying to help this generation out.
And what is Michelle Obama's role being played in this situation?
So Michelle Obama is an executive producer of the show. So her but her direct involvement is a little unclear. But we do know that her and Barack started a production company in 2018 called Higher Ground Productions, and where they pledged to make diverse content such as scripted shows, unscripted shows like this one, documentaries, docu-series, really a whole bunch of stuff. But Michelle said in an Instagram post that all of us deserve love, no matter how old we are. No one has missed the boat. It just hasn't showed up yet. So Michelle is very dedicated to her craft. I know, it's yanking on your heartstrings.
And in the production company, it's the Obama production company. Can you tell me more about their company?
So they got a lot of stuff. They got movies, shows, podcasts, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention one of their movies, Rustin, got nominated at the 2024 Oscars, actually. So good for them. It seems like they're doing something right here. But in my opinion, what they should be known for are their podcasts. They have one with President Obama and Bruce Springsteen called Renegades, which came out during COVID, and I remember I was listening to it back then. I had no idea it was under their production company, and just great to hear the two of them converse and talk about the world. But my personal favorite is The Wonder of Stevie, which is about Stevie Wonder, obviously, so Higher Ground Productions, Wonder of Stevie, he's all over the place. It goes through his career, and as a big fan, can't get anything better than that. It's like Christmas morning.
I love that. It's so interesting seeing that two worlds combined, but it's cool. It's different. Yeah. And when we return, famous soccer teams continue to score big in the esports world. We're here to break it all down after the break.
Welcome to my house. Lately, not my happy place. Everybody's pretty tired of each other. The parents were not themselves. My little brothers were morphing into small creatures. The walls were closing in. Clearly, a case of too much family, too close, 24/7. And there's a lot of that going around right now. If this sounds like your house, try going someplace new. YourLifeYourVoice.org. You'll find lots of ideas to help you handle the family stresses of being confined to close quarters. YourLifeYourVoice.org. It might not get you out of the house, but it could help you find a little more breathing room.
As the esports industry continues to grow, more and more brands are making bigger and better collabs. Here to explain all the old and new collabs is our esports reporter, Nathaniel Cunningham. Nate, what do you got?
Thanks, Alexa. Collaborations in media, they happen all the time. But today, those collabs include some massive companies, and it's not any different in esports. But before we can get into the present, we've got to take a look to the past. The first major non-gaming company to invest in esports was Rolling Stone back in 1972. They held the tournament on the world's first video game called Space Wars. The Intergalactic Space War Olympics on Stanford University's campus attracted 24 competitors. The winners got a year's subscription to Rolling Stone that today is worth just $120, only if they could see what esports is now. Fast forward to the mid-1990s, and Nintendo had taken the video game space by storm with its hit game, Super Mario. The game used cartridges in the Nintendo 64, so what better partner than the company that housed thousands of CDs at various locations across the US? Blockbuster. Over 15,000 people competed in blockbusters across America, and the booming esports industry was only getting bigger. But it wasn't prepared for what's next. By the early 2000s, computers had become the new face of tech. In the early 2000s, companies like Intel, SK Telecom, and Red Bull all poured millions of dollars into esports, including sponsoring the 2005 Cyber Athlete Professional League, or CPL World Championship. It became the first gaming tournament where the prize fund was $1 million. Which brings us back to modern day, with prize pools being as high as $40 million internationally and over 600 million viewers watching esports just last year. People are jumping on the hype train. Brands like Mercedes-Benz are the primary sponsor of League of Legends Worlds, the biggest esports event every year. Soccer teams like Juventus and Al Nassr are sponsoring FC24 players to use their teams in international competition. And athletes like Shaquille O'Neal, Alex Rodriguez, and Mike Tyson have all founded or been key pieces in owning their own esports teams. As esports continues to grow, so will the interest, and it's only a matter of time before every household name is in esports.
I love the esports world, but Zara has just launched an exciting collaboration with supermodel Kate Moss, blending her iconic style with the new generation's fashion. Cami Bremer, our fashion and beauty reporter, is here to give us the details. Cami, thanks for being here. Can you tell me a little bit about the collaboration in general? What does it entail?
Yeah, well, thanks so much for having me. And yes, this collaboration is between 90s supermodel It Girl, Kate Moss, and Zara, which is a huge fashion brand. We're seeing lots of minimalistic collaboration between her edgy style, but also her classiness, which a lot of people are loving because really that's what she's known for, her being a supermodel, like the off-duty look. So we're seeing slip dresses, we're seeing leather, oversized blazers, accessories, shoes. Lots of people are loving it. It's really cool too, and yeah.
It sounds like I need to hop in that. It sounds like my fashion.
Yeah.
But tell me, like, speaking of me wanting to buy, what are the consumers feeling of it all?
Consumers are really loving it because it's really tailored towards the feminine gaze. It has a mix between a masculine and feminine clothes, but in one style, which has been a new trend on TikTok all over. A lot of consumers I have been seeing online, especially if you're more on the smaller side, they feel like it's a little too oversized, but that's what tailors are for. You could always get it fixed.
Yeah.
But I personally love it because, especially for my mom, she grew up having Kate Moss as the it girl. So now it's kind of funny that I'm around her age when Kate Moss was huge, and I'm seeing that there's this huge collaboration that I can take part in.
I love how it passes generations. It's a really cool thing. And
exactly.
Zara's done past collaborations with different people. Can you tell me a little about the past collaborations?
Yeah, so recently, a few months ago, they actually did a collaboration with Kaya Gerber and Cindy Crawford, which is her mom. And funny enough, Cindy Crawford was another 90s supermodel it girl. So it's kind of interesting to see if maybe Zara is going down a path of trying to continuously do collaborations with these 90s past models because they're so known for their fashion that consumers like myself and all over are loving it because we can almost relate to them. We can get a taste of their fashion. We can interact with them without actually knowing them in a sense. And I will say, my coat is from Zara. Not planned,
Look
but
at that.
maybe it was just a sign. Who knows?
I like Zara. I'm Abercrombie tonight. I'm not doing Zara, but that's all right. I do love the coat.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank
it's
you
great.
so much.
And after the break, we're wrapping up this year in music. You won't want to miss it.
Your daughter just had her first breakup. Do you A, put yourself in her shoes? B, console her?
Don't worry, sweetie. This is gonna happen a lot.
Or C, find her a new boyfriend.
Nice single boys. That was weird.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Every time I hear the alarm bell go off in school, I think it's an air raid.
A lot of houses in our neighborhood have been destroyed. I like to close my ears and sing songs whenever the bombs come close.
I'm worried our new neighbors won't like us.
But I know it's all gonna be worth it. I just want my family to be safe. But these are not my words.
These are not my words.
These are not my words.
Earlier today, Spotify users received their much anticipated 2024 music recaps. Taylor Swift is the most globally streamed artist on the platform for the second straight year.
And the most globally streamed song was Sabrina Carpenter's song Espresso, which was released in April at Coachella. To celebrate the day, we are going to guess our fellow Unpeelers' Spotify raps.
I'm
so
nervous.
Let's just jump right into it. Here's the first one. Their top artist is Taylor Swift.
Yes.
But their second artist is Morgan Wallen. Oh, and Kelsey Ballerini. There's a lot of country here. I'm going Victoria Daly. Oh, 1 for 1. Let's go.
I was like, Morgan Wallen. Okay.
I know
next,
B well. Okay.
Drake.
Oh.
Okay.
Immediately, I'm getting Nate.
I'm giving Drew.
Okay, let's go. Go ahead. Go, Drew.
Maybe Riley?
Whatever
Is it
you
Nate?
feel good about.
No.
Is it Nate?
It ain't me.
It ain't
Is it Ben?
Who is it?
It is not me.
What?
It's got to be Drew then, or Riley.
Me.
That's true. It's true.
I said that already. Okay,
it
he
was
should have
Drew.
just.
That was not you. That was me.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We got some controversy.
Hosier.
I don't know what Cocteau twins are.
I don't know who they are.
Poison Girlfriend.
Don't know who that is.
Charlie XCX.
Grimes.
I'm pretty lost on this one. I'm gonna go
Charlene.
Hosier with the first one though. You going Charlene?
I'm going with Charlene.
Okay. What's it, Charlene? Wow, we're doing pretty well
doing
right
good.
now.
We're doing good.
Oh,
Zach
Bryan.
Bryan. I'm gonna assume this is before the controversy, so I'll let it slide.
Oh wow, I have Zach Bryan on mine too. I have
maybe
to admit.
Tegan?
Eminem, the Beatles, Drake.
I think
so,
Tegan kind of
mix
gives
of
country.
Rap and country. I'm going Sophia. No. Oh, this was not
Is it
our
not
best
Tegan?
time. It's not Tegan either.
Is this Drew?
My other account.
This is Drew again.
Okay.
That one is that actually Drew?
Yeah, no, it is not.
Okay. That one is
okay.
Drew. Okay.
Oh,
this one I know right away. This is Nathaniel.
Yeah,
it's
is
J.
this
Cole.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
got that one. Yeah.
Dean Martin. This one's really good. Is this?
The band.
Is
I don't
this
know if I
Elizabeth?
know Dean Martin.
Is this?
It's
is this
not
Sophia?
Elizabeth.
Is this Rob?
Okay, you're discussing every name now. You're not.
I'm like looking and I'm trying to get.
It's Rob.
It's
okay,
Rob.
it's Rob.
Yeah, I'm
you're
like
right.
looking and getting a gauge of who's here now.
Okay. Next one. Oh,
Chaperone.
Chaperone. Which,
Your
wait,
favorite.
I must say, yeah, we've talked so much about Chaperone as a duo,
Yeah.
and I'm actually hooked on the music now.
Yeah.
In case you guys were curious.
Lillian's a Chaperone fan. Fleetwood
Jungle,
Mac.
Fleetwood Mac. Okay, there's a lot of interesting music here. I'm going Sophia now. Yeah. Yes.
Is it? Good job. You're doing really good. Taylor.
There's
Okay, this is the last one. we
Okay,
have a
so
few
let's
more
win this one.
options
Don't
here.
guess yet. Let's make this one really.
Well, if it's
You feel
Taylor, I think
confident?
I know who
Okay,
it is out
okay,
of this
go ahead and
lineup
guess.
here. Who do you think?
Well, so a lot of pop going on. It's
Gracie,
almost all
Tate,
pop,
Rihanna,
yeah.
Wallows. I
Super
think
big.
I'm confident on this one.
All right, are you gonna go? Are you gonna go Tegan?
No, I'm gonna go Elizabeth.
Okay, it's not Elizabeth.
Is it Cammie?
It's me.
Oh, it's Cammie.
I told by her
really
eye
quick
language
top
over
artists.
there.
I don't know if they were like mine was Noah Khan.
That's really good. Mine was Taylor.
Yeah, of course it was Taylor. You absolutely love Taylor Swift.
I know, I was guessing. I was like, everyone better have Taylor as their.
But that's actually not the last kicker. We're going to do something else.
But to continue our holiday celebration, we're going to be decorating a gingerbread house to celebrate National Cookie Day.
I'm excited for this.
I am so excited.
We're bringing out a gingerbread.
So gingerbread house.
I make gingerbreads every year.
This is what we're doing
home with my family.
How are we going to get this out?
Is it
is it already piped? Okay, I'm going to have you do that.
Okay. What do you want me to write on there? Maybe our initials?
Oh my gosh, yes, that would be really cute. I don't really have a lot of experience decorating gingerbread houses. I have a lot of experience decorating bad ones. Lillian and I were talking earlier. You have a lot of creative ones that you've done in the past with your family.
So my family does a big gingerbread thing every year, and it's kind of crazy. I have older siblings, but we all make it home for it, and it's awesome. I'm gonna do a backwards L on accident. I think it's this way.
No, I think. Yes, you got it. And, see, I would get this all over the table. So
2 years ago, I did the Lil Christmas Tree Farm, which my nickname is Lil.
It's Lil, yeah.
So I played with the acronym or the abbreviation a little bit. You know, I really, and it was cute. It was good Christmas tree.
I love it.
But then last year it fell apart. So it's really a hit or miss.
Every single gingerbread house I've had has collapsed. It's more like, I don't even know. Like, it's a gingerbread house you won't want to see. The last gingerbread house I actually made was on College Eats last year.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It's a competition. I lost.
I'm going to go freeform now.
But hopefully I'll win this, even though it's not a competition. We're just having fun here.
Ooh, I kind of
what was
screwed that? Oh, that's my bad. That's on me.
Well, that doesn't say L anymore, but okay, let's just start putting the decorations
Just free draw,
on.
though, you know?
Yeah.
It's all about creativity, I feel like, with the gingerbread houses.
Oh, those are 2 reds in a row. You know, you gotta have some color. Always.
Now,
Why
let's
am I
talk
picking
about
2
some of the
same
fun
colors?
things that we've truly done on this show this semester at the end of these things.
Today
was
Hot
fun,
Wings.
though. It was a really fun time.
Remember that?
Hot Wings?
That was bad.
Who remembers the Hot Wings?
Oh, can't forget them.
Who was it that ate the spice? I think Nathaniel jumped in here and ate the spice like no tomorrow.
The Unpeelers always surprise us.
I think did too. I can't really remember.
What else should we do to decorate? I feel like we gotta have some
stuff's not
gumdrops.
really bad, but.
Are you eating it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Okay, I'll try that in a second. It's looking a little bland here. I feel like we gotta really spice this one up. Does anyone want to help us?
Rob, yeah.
Decorate
come in.
it?
Tegan, Sophia.
We have a whole crew here.
We have a bunch of
need
people
some help,
here.
guys.
Let me in. Can I have a bite at some point, though?
Maybe.
Someone try these,
if you decorate it pretty,
I would do
we'll let
it
you.
with my family.
I feel like Sophia, you do with your family too. That's nice.
Guys, let's start putting the decorations on. We have to have an unpeeled.
You don't want me to decorate?
Yes, here. I wish
Watch out.
Come here.
Guys,
orange would be great.
I'm stepping out.
Yeah.
I'm stepping out. Oh, we lost a bead.
A holiday special.
Holiday special, I mean.
Does anyone else, like Tegan, what do you do for your holiday season when you go back home?
Oh, we have
My family decorates cookies, so not so much gingerbread houses. We're a big cookie decorating family.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, and then we drive around, see all the Christmas lights in the neighborhood.
Love that.
Does anyone have like an annual like gingerbread contest they have maybe with family or friends?
That's me. We do it real intense.
Besides you.
That's cool.
Yeah, the neighbors come over and judge, so it's non-biased.
We do a big mega one all together. So we buy
have you ever won?
gingerbreads. I mean, I'm usually the one that takes it over, so I feel like I always win.
Yeah, you have that creative in you.
They let me have the creative, freedom with it.
I used to, but I'm not kidding. We stopped because I kept eating it as a kid, and my mom got really mad.
So no decorations there.
Well,
you
Drew
can eat
just
them
walked
after.
up in case people were curious and said, "Can I eat it?" Was that you just said that?
I mean,
No, that was Rob.
Oh, that was Rob. Okay, all right.
He's taking a step back.
I'm trying not to eat it.
It's really tempting here. I know. You guys are doing such a great job. It looks so good. You guys are really changing my mind on gingerbread contests. Like
yes, I
decorating.
think it's a great thing.
Yeah, I'm having such a great
it's a really
time.
good
It's
thing.
really giving me great memories
Should we do a
here.
little spin?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, check it out. Let's get a close up.
Oh yeah.
I think people get over
Our EP's talking about how we don't have a door on it, but I don't.
You know,
that's
we
my bad.
have some decorations left. I honestly think. You know what?
Alexa, you should break it.
Should Rob take a bite?
Break
I think
it.
Rob should bite.
No, Rob, take a bite.
Yeah.
All right, where should I take a bite from?
Right to the
No,
side.
it's gotta be from the top.
Go ahead, Rob.
Oh my gosh. Oh no.
You gotta make it quick though.
Quick.
Oh my God.
And there goes our gingerbread house.
All right, we gotta kick you guys out.
You know what? This is all we have left, but it was good while it lasted.
It was.
It ended up in ruins.
It's really good. I'm gonna miss Unpeeled.
I'm gonna miss Unpeeled too.
I'm gonna miss it. Yeah.
It was a great semester of
It
Unpeeled.
really was.
Hop
But-
in there, Alexa. Go
But
ahead.
unfortunately, that's all the time we have with you tonight on our season finale.
Thank you for tuning in. Make sure to follow us on our socials at CitrusTVE on X and Unpeeled_Syracuse on Instagram. I'm Lillian Northrup.
And I'm Alexa LaMalfa. Thank you for tuning in this season. We'll be back in January though. But from all of us at Unpeeled, happy holidays!
Everyone, I don't know where the camera is, but.
We got 20 seconds.